Maybe know a little bit more about the 10 great wisdom goddesses, Guruji.
We'll start from Ma Kali.
And in fact, if you'll just give me a moment, because everyone, just want to let you know, Guruji's actually put together a very, very nice uh, set of pictures and images for us to be able to see and understand, visualize, imagine while he tells us about it. Please give me a moment. I'm just bringing this up.
भर के रख देना सब. Ah, Jai Ma. Mystic Lotus is amazing. So, do you want me to move to Ma Kali? Can I click on the number 2?
Yes, I know. In fact, I'm just changing the screen view, Guruji. Just give me a second. There we are.
So we start with Ma Kali.
There you go.
She is my mother. In Mahanirvan Tantra, Lord Shiva says that to Parvati that she is worshipped first. She is the first who is worshipped. So Ma Parvati is asking, why is it so that she is worshipped first? So Shiva gives a very beautiful answer that because she fulfills all your desires. Like I told you for Ma Baglamukhi, what she does, it is the same form of Ma Durga. Everyone is Ma Parvati, but they have different roles. One will do this for you, one will do that for you. Like if you tell Ma Kamla or Ma Bhuvneshwari, Ma, there is black magic on me, save me, she will hide behind you. She will say, you go to Ma Bagla, she will help you to clear out black magic. But Ma Kali is so compassionate that she will fulfill all your works. There is nothing that she cannot fulfill for you. And she treats her devotee like her own biological child. Isn't it wonderful? So she's the most compassionate. So she is the first of the wisdom goddess. And Kal means time. Kal also means death. She is the time of time. She is Mahakali and she is the death of death. So Mahakali Puja specifically can be performed for anything and everything, but specifically it can be performed for long life, for getting rid of deadly diseases, to correct your planet Saturn and Mars, to improve your health, to win over your enemies, to get rid of black magic, to get rid of fears and phobias. She's the main goddess for that. Now we will see the next form of Ma. The next form is Ma Tara.
Just quickly giving everyone's asking, can we get the pictures? Can we get the pictures? So I was just waiting for you to complete before moving on to the slide. And everyone, we are sharing all these pictures on the Telegram group for you, and it will come into you with the call replay also. So please don't worry. And we're moving on to
Ma Tara. Oof, I am feeling so happy everyone is going to get a picture of my Ma. Wow. So Ma Tara is the second wisdom goddess. Tara means a star. Tara means space. You know, can we go to the slide where we have everything written about Ma Tara?
yes.
The previous slide, it will be better for you. This
There
is
you
my mother Tara. So she is space. Kali is time, Tara is space. Tara means, the wife of Jupiter also. In the scriptures, it is said. So she corrects the planet Jupiter, Mercury, and Moon. Three. Huh? She is bumper draw. Jupiter be, Mercury be, Moon be. You know what, Niluji? Today I told Ma Tara only and Ma Bhairavi. Ma Buddhi is Vakri. You have to take care of your child. Huh? नहीं तो सब तेरी भी जग हसाई होगी. मेरा नाम बदनाम तो तेरा भी बदनाम. तू संभाल लेना सब कुछ माँ. So I pray to Mercury, Jupiter, and Moon. She corrects, but Jupiter is the main planet. And Ma Tara is worshipped to cut bad habits, addiction, to calm down your mind, to control spirits, and higher spirits also, to get hidden wealth. Chupa hua dhan rehta hai na kabhi. or
Right.
hidden अपनी ये रहती है abilities. We don't know what are we made of. That Ma Tara helps you to get it out. And she protects the kids in the wombs, and she gets rid of your enemies, and she gives you protection from poisons and poisonous substances and creatures, and she cures all types of diseases. So this is Ma Tara Ashirwad mane bo faida hai.
You
Tara
have to translate that for everyone, Guruji.
means I say that माँ तेरे आशीर्वाद हमको बहुत फले है.
Right. And
तो
just
उसमें माँ का तारा नाम है ना.
Hanji, for everyone else to who's listening in, earlier in the conversation, just a few minutes back, when Guruji said something in Hindi, what he was saying was that today before the call, he actually prayed to Matara and said that you've got to take care of this, because if something goes wrong, nothing, your name is going to go and I'll be made a joke of. So please take care of your child is basically what he prayed for. And Guruji, there's a request that's come in when you're taking all the planet names. If you could give the Indian names as well.
माँ काली is Shani and Mangal,
So,
and माँ तारा is Guru, Buddha, and Chandra.
right. Jupiter Guru, Mercury is
Buddha,
Buddha, and Moon is Chandra, right?
yes,
So, would you like me to take you to the picture, Guruji?
yes. Picture of mine is very good. These are all painted by my student Sangeeta Shetty. I hope she is on the summit
I
right
hope so too, because we were completely intending to let everybody know that all these pictures that you're seeing are all hand painted, okay, especially for Guruji by one of his students, and it's
now. Who
beautiful.
paints amazing
First saw
pictures
these, yeah, I
and
thought it was
yantras.
an actual like a photo thing on the computer, and then then you get to know it's hand painted. It's absolutely gorgeous. So moving on, Guruji, to the next one.
Yeah, third is Machina Mastika. Chinna means to cut. Mastika is head. So when disciples want, माँ अपना खून पिलाती है भूखे डिसाइपल्स को, इसके लिए उसने अपना सर काटा है. सो she is worshipped to reduce ego, to correct unnatural and pervert sexual preferences, and Ma Chinnamastika is specifically worshipped to correct Rahu. Now there cannot be any request for translating the name of Rahu, because Rahu is the north node. That's it. Rahu is actually the north node. So this is Ma Chinnamastika, the mother without head. You know, when you say, Papa, I want 50 rupees pocket money, your father will use his head. कि ये 50 रुपया लेके साला करेगा क्या, ये जाके ड्रग्स पिएगा, लड़की को बाइक पे घुमाएगा पेट्रोल डाल के, सिगरेट पिएगा, दारू पिएगा. बट माँ को बोलो, माँ 50 रुपया चाहिए वरना मैं कॉलेज नहीं जाऊंगा, तो माँ सर नहीं इस्तेमाल करती है. माँ इस छिन्न मस्तिका शिविर गिर जा मजा कर.
And just to let everybody know, what Guruji just said is that when a child asks the father for say 50 rupees of pocket money, the father is going to like hit his head saying, what is this child going to do? He's going to be up to no good. The same child will go to the mother and say, Ma, if you're not giving me 50 rupees, I'm not going to school. The mother just like forgets everything and just gives the money, which is what Guruji meant by saying that she cuts her head off. Everything for the child.
She will not use a head, whether you deserve it, whether you don't deserve it. Whatever you will ask from my mother, she will give you. She will not use her head, that
Right.
whether what is a good or what is bad. She will say, my child wants it, he is crying, I can't see him crying, give. So we go to Ma's picture,
Yes.
and she's Ma with cutting her head, and she's feeding her disciples Dakini and Shakini. I have tried to be little decent and made them wear clothes. And down is Kamadev with his wife Rati, and they are copulating, and the movement of this is making Ma move. If you see her legs, they are like moving. She's
Yes,
not
there's a
showing.
vibration showing. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so she is doing this, and she's from the Shrikul. All the Devis from the Shrikul, she's from the Kalikul, but still she is in the water. All the Devis of Shrikul, they are in water, or they are in the heaven, or they are inside a cave. But she's the only goddess of Kalikul who is seen in water. And if you see closely, if you look at her navel, it is actually the yoni.
Oh,
So her navel is the yoni, means her desires and her intellect is kept in her navel. So she is worshipped by the navel. She says that don't look at my face, look at my navel.
wow. I almost thought it was like it was a jewel.
Yeah, she is a jewel, and her navel is also a jewel. Who gets it knows the secret of death and life.
And we're just about here right now. And all of these are a part of the puja. Just listening to 2 lines, 3 lines, understanding a little basic and what which form of ma is which part of your life she takes care of. It's This is amazing, Guruji. I'm just going to keep quiet. I'm just going to wait for you to take us through it all.
So we come to Ma Sursi. Sursi is the fourth great wisdom goddess. She is known as Ma Tripura Sundari also, and also Ma Raja Rajeshwari. She is worshipped to make you look younger, beautiful, and she fulfills all your desires, and she blesses with you with hypnotic powers and powers to attract people, which is known as mesmerism or mass hypnosis, and for success in art, creativity, and media field. And she can correct all your planets. सारे ग्रहों को ठीक करती है.
Oh, all of them, not just like one, two, or three.
No, no, no. All of them, all of them. And her picture is like such a beautiful thing. There is one more thing. That Ma Sursi is also for relationship, art, creativity, beauty, media, and also to get married. And the most important thing is to bring peace in marriage.
Right.
Yeah? One day Natu and Natu's wife came to me. So they were wanting divorce. This is the picture of Ma Tripura Sundari. Everyone see, look at Ma and her eyes and see how innocent she is. So one day Nattu came to me, and he was both were fighting husband wife. So I said, "What happened?" So his wife is saying that he is such a idiot. I said, "Nattu, what did you do now?" She said nothing. She doesn't understand my point of view. So I said, "What happened?" So Nattu came very drunk last night in the house, and the wife asked him that what was wrong. So Nattu said, there was मेरा मजबूरी था. I had something. मजबूरी is what in English?
It was something that was out of his control. It was,
It was out of my control. I had to drink, and he started crying. So wife said, "What was it? What tension do you have that you had to drink so much? You'd let me know." So he said, it was so out of my control that I couldn't stop drinking so much." So wife said, "Did your boss tell you something? Did he throw you out of the job? Did you any relative say something? Did my relative said anything? Do you have an affair with someone? Do you want to divorce me? Am I a problem in your life?" He's crying unconsolably, and wife is trying to console him. "Come on, you have to share your problems with me. Speak up, speak up." He said, "I lost the cap of the bottle."
what?
So husbands and wives.
I don't,
Even I do that. In the night, I'm like going out of my bedroom like Tom and Jerry, and my wife comes to know. She says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm feeling acidity." She said, "No, you are going to, there is chocolate in the fridge. You are going to eat that." So I said, "No, no, I'm feeling acidity. I'm feeling puking." So I will eat little one bite of chocolate. Now I will not feel like puking. So she will say only one bite, or else you see what happens. And I go to the fridge and I come back, and she is like saying, "Ah, you ate the whole chocolate." I said, "Mera majburi tha. It was out of my control." So she would say, "What was that?" I said, "I tore the wrapper, and the whole wrapper accidentally tore off. So I could keep only one bite and keep it inside. I had to eat the whole chocolate. What to do?" And even when I go to, so husband and wife, they fight on small small things.
Right.
So if you don't want this fights, then Ma Tripura Sundari.
Beautiful. And this is again, it's just it's just so peaceful and beautiful looking at these pictures and
Yeah,
listening
you
to
see
you,
these
Guruji.
four pillars. They are
Yes,
Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, and Mahesh.
Mahesh.
Indra. Sorry, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, and Indra are the four pillars of her throne.
Right.
And Sadashiv is lying down, and from the navel of Sadashiv comes a lotus, and she is sitting on that lotus. She appears from there.
Is there any significance to that?
It the significance is that she is manifestation of Shiva. She created Shiva, and then Shiva created her from his navel. So
Wow.
she is the mother of the universe, but she is a virgin, and she is 16 years of age, and she always says like that. And lotus means that wherever you see the lotus in pointing in any deities, is that her muladhar chakra is the most active, because the lotus is placed on a muladhar chakra. So that is it. And her activities are all from the Muladhar Chakra: art, creativity, beauty, marriage, relationship, all that. So the some people believe that she is the fourth, and some people believe Ma Bhuvaneshwari is the fourth. Bhuvan means the body. Bhuvan means the house of yours, the place where you are in, the building. Bhuvan means the earth, and Bhuvan means the universe. Bhuvan ki Ishwari matlab Bhuvaneshwari. She is also known as Raj Rajeshwari, and she is known as the Chatushta Devi, the fourth goddess. Here we are talking of her as the fifth, but she is the fourth goddess because she gives all four fruits of life: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Dharma is education, knowledge. Artha is wealth. Kama is fulfillment of desire, and moksha is liberation. So she gives you all worldly pleasures, knowledge, and everything, and also self realization. She is also known as Mahisasur Mardani. She killed Mahisasur. So she is also known as Amba, the self created one, or the virgin one, or the pure one. And she is also Ma Annapurna, because Shiva begs to her for food.
The
So,
food. Right.
yeah, so she is also Annapurna. She can correct your planet Venus and Sun both, and she is worshipped for fame, wealth, money, fulfilling your all your desires, for being successful in work, specifically in food industry, media, art, creativity, love, relationship, and for getting promotion in your job, for getting married if you're not getting married, and again if you're eating the whole chocolate from the fridge, for a peaceful marriage. So she is Bhuvan ki Ishwari. You know what, Neeluji? One day my wife said that we will go to Europe. It's 25 years of our marriage, and we will go to Europe tour. So I said, she said, this is my dream. So I said, you must have said before. Now, what is happening is we have to go to USA because my show is there. So for this year, we will go to USA. So she said, how? I said, how? I don't know, but I will tell Ma Bhuvaneshwari. We didn't have a single rupee because I don't believe in insurance or saving. So she said, I have little saving, but for that, we can't go for a 1.5 month tour to USA. I said, Ma will send. And everything was taken care of. And more than a month, I was in USA. And from the East Coast, the Center Coast, the West Coast, I went everywhere. And I really enjoyed. So this year, again, I have to put Ma Bhuvaneshwari at work because I have to take her to Europe.
Well, first of all, congratulations in advance for 25 years of married life.
It got over last year, 2019.
So, okay, belatedly, but 25 years, amazing. And now you're going to be praying to Ma to say, now take me to Europe. Wife wants it, now you got to help me. That's fantastic. That's amazing.
So
And we,
this, yeah.
sorry,
Sorry.
you were saying, Guruji? No, no, you were saying.
So this is Ma Bhuvaneshwari. We will look at a picture again painted by Sangeeta Shetty.
Right. And Venus in Hindi would be
Shukra.
Shukra.
तो माँ का शुक्रिया अदा करो हमेशा. This is माँ भुवन की ईश्वरी, Bhuvaneshwari. And you see there is the moon and the sun in her crown.
Right.
So by the union of this moon and sun, the creation has come into existence. So where did mother bring all the cement, water, and everything to create this universe? No, she was just thinking about it. And why was she thinking? By the union of the left hemisphere and right hemisphere of her brain, she's thinking that there is a universe. Crown means in the head, in the brain. She's thinking. And why is it not shown in a brain and why is it shown in a crown? Because though the creation is created by her, she's untouched by it. She's not a part of it. So, by the union of male and female, by the union of the sun and moon in her crown, the whole universe came into existence.
Beautiful. And I'm just fascinated by how amazingly well these pictures have been made. They're just bringing everything to life so amazingly, really.
Yes.
And Punita's written in so beautiful, my salute to the artist. And then she's written in, I was thinking exactly that. So I do hope she's on the call and she's listening to everybody,
So,
just
once we see
blessed by even seeing her creations. So,
yeah. So Tripura Bhairavi is the sixth great wisdom goddess, and she is worshipped for attracting the masses again, but by fear. Not by love or your beauty. And she gives victory in politics and she removes fears and phobias. Bhairavi, looking at her, fear runs away. Bhairavi, she plays with fear. Bhairavi, she is without fear. It means that. And Tripur means the three worlds or the three states of consciousness waking, dreaming, and sleeping. There is no one as fearful as her in the three worlds. And there is no one who is as fearless as her in the three worlds. And she gives you a lot of wealth and she accomplishes difficult sadhanas of yours, and she gives you power of speech to correct your planet Mercury. She is amazing goddess. She's the goddess of coddies. Coddies are shells. She's the goddess of tortoise. She's the goddess of fishes. She's the goddess of the land and the water. She's the goddess of earth and the sky. She is the one who unites everything for you and separates you from fear. When you are away from fear, you unite with everyone. You cannot be one with anything because of fear. Even by hatred, you can be one with whomsoever you are hating. You start looking like the person whom you hate. But fear doesn't allow union. And when you are free from fear, you're one with the others. Say if you are a woman and the goons sitting on the road, if they scare you, if you make friendship with them, if you remove your fear, then one day you will be standing with them and teasing girls.
I'm
And-
not I'm not very sure about that. Right?
but at least smoking a BD or something.
गुरुजी
And
कुछ भी आप बोलते हो.
if someone is scared of police and if he makes friends with the police, the fear
Right.
goes. And you can be one with police. You can get the help. You can become police, something like that. Examples वो जो मुंह में डालती है मैं वही दे देता हूँ. Let us look at a picture.
Right. No, in fact, I know there's a certain part of me that responded that way because of the reference points. But if it's come in like that, then it must have come in like that through you with something in mind. And I'm sure we want to come back to that a little later again, because I might be reacting like this, but it's definitely a fear, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. There she
This is Ma Bhair. We look at her eyes. If you know that these are eyes of mothers, then you cannot be scared of it. But
right.
if you look at these as eyes of a goddess who is fearful, you will be scared of it. So if you look at her eyes, and if you can't be scared of it because it is your mother's eyes, then you cannot be scared of anything in the world. She sits on five skulls. You see the skulls?
Yes.
Means again, your whole body is made up by the union of five. So at a very given time, there can be 300 thoughts running in your mind, but thoughts are governed by the five elements. So she controls the five elements and your all your thoughts. So when you are in fear, like this, when you are in shock or fear, you are thoughtless. So fear makes you thoughtless. So she also controls your mind. And there is water around her. There is a tortoise around her near her feet. And there are fishes, there are swans, and she's the Hansa Swarupa. Han is breathing out, Sa is breathing in, and the swans, the Hansa, are seen around her.
Beautiful. In fact, exactly what you said, Guruji. Her eyes, you'd be afraid of them only if you saw it with fear. I'm looking into her and I'm thinking, it's exactly the kind of eyes that mothers make with their young ones when they're like scolding them. They make
Yeah,
really like oh, like big, and it's just reminding me of that right now. Every mother does this when they want to scold their children.
yeah, but children, they are not scared of mother. They are scared of
True.
father. Even if she is showing eyes, the child will start crying. And once the child starts crying, she will say, okay, okay, okay. Eyes will become small. Okay, take care.
Right. Right.
Uh, then we go to Ma Dhumavati. In Navdurga, there are 9 forms of mother, but in Dashamavidya, there are 10 forms because Ma Dhumavati is there. She is a widow.
Okay.
She eats up her own husband. You know why? Because the
Why?
husband goes to trouble her devotees.
Interesting.
Shiva goes to kill the devotees of Ma Kali, and Ma Kali eats him, eats Shiva up, and she becomes a widow. And then she releases him from his womb. So she is her daughter, she is her wife, and she's also his mother. She is the daughter, wife, and mother, all three of Shiva. And she's the seventh great wisdom goddess. She is worshipped for getting knowledge, and she is worshipped to get rid of your enemies, and she is worshipped to get enlightenment. But only experts can worship her. If you don't know how to worship her, lene ka dena padega. You become
Right.
poor and you become widow or widower.
Right.
And she can correct your planet Ketu. Now Ketu is the only name available in English because Ketu is the south node.
You're referring to Ketu, right? Rahu.
Ketu, Rahu ka bhai Ketu.
Right. We'd heard on another call somewhere the Rahu and Ketu would be the head and the body of the
Yes,
right?
yes, the head and the body of the
Dragon.
demon, dragon, whatever you want
Right.
to say.
Okay.
But if you see, in terms of mother, one of her child gave away her body, his body, that is Kartike. He is the head. So he is considered as Rahu or even Mangal because he is Kumar. And Ganpati's head was chopped off. And he is known as Dhumraketu. So he is also known as Ketu. So Rahu and Ketu can be demons, they can be dragons, they can be, as per Shiv Puran, Ketu is the demon and Rahu is the Gana of Shiva. But for me, everything is Ma. So they are kids of Ma, Rahu and Ketu. So when
Right.
you look at it like that, then they stop worrying you. That
Ah,
bhai Hindu chini, Hindi chini, bhai bhai. So Rahu Ketu will say, okay, this is also my brother. This is also the child of mother. Why will we harass him?
Right.
This is Ma Dhumavati, who is down, not up. She is carrying Kali with her on her head.
I
Kali
was
is anger.
wondering. Okay.
Kali is anger. So Dhuma is the widow. She's carrying her.
Wow.
She's carrying anger in her head.
Wow. And now when I go back to listening to what you've said with the picturization, with the visualization rather, it just falls into place like this. This is amazing.
And she has that supri,
Right.
जिससे हम वो चावल साफ करते हैं ना वो. And
Right.
and she has a crow, and she comes and she brings fear, poverty, everything. Everything is ma, even poverty is ma. And every woman is ma, even widow is ma. Every woman is goddess, even a widow.
Correct.
We go to Ma Baglamukhi, the eight wisdom goddess. She is the yellow goddess Pitambari that we spoke about in the beginning.
Right. Right.
And she is very powerful to remove black magic, problems arising from enemies, victory in court cases, politics, to get fame, to get protection, to remove black magic, and evil's eye also, Nazar also. She is there to attract masses. If politicians get a worship, they can attract masses towards themselves. And she can give you a government contract, a government job, and she can give influence government employees and ministers and diplomats for you. And she is the goddess. ये कोई भी प्रकार का ब्लैक मैजिक काट देगी. कोई ऐसा ब्लैक मैजिक नहीं है जो माँ बगलामुखी नहीं काट सकती है. शी कंट्रोल्स प्लैनेट्स, सन, जुपिटर एंड मार्स. Mars more, but Sun and Jupiter also.
There she is.
This is Ma Baglamukhi. She doesn't go to the enemy. She pulls the enemy towards herself, and then she attacks. And she has four hands. एक में गदा है. You know, mace. Mace you call gada.
Yes.
Mace is there. In the second hand is the golden sword. In the third hand is the gold scissors. And in the fourth hand, which is the most dangerous weapon, that is an empty hand, by which she pulls the tongue of the enemy and twists it. So your enemy cannot speak in front of you. When you get her puja done, or when you worship her, and if you are standing in some front of someone and you chant a mantra in the mind and show the Stambhan Mudra, the person starts stammering. I have experienced it. Whether that person can be a judge or lawyer of the opposite party or whosoever that person may be, that person starts stammering.
Amazing. And obviously all of this, it's it's not just something that you do. There is an education to this. There's a way to do all of this, and definitely not to be just done randomly, right?
Yeah, it cannot be done randomly.
Right.
Now we go to Ma Matangi. Her puja is done to conceive a child, for removing black magic, to remove evil's eye, to remove anger, to remove anxiety, too much of lust, too much of desire, too much of fear, phobia, for getting knowledge, education, to conceive a child. And it also gives you Vaka Siddhi, power of speech. Like Baglamukhi cuts the speech of your enemy, they start stammering in front of you. People say, Guruji, you are a very good speaker. You have a lot of knowledge. That knowledge, that power of speech, that comes from Matangi. And
Beautiful.
she is Kula Devi of many people, because she is as also Turja Bhavani. In Gujarat, she is worshipped as Mudeshwari Mata. So many Kul Devis, they refer to Ma Matangi. She is also the Uchish Chandali, झूठा खाने वाली. जो हमारा झूठा भोजन होता है वो खाती है. तो उसको झूठा भोजन खिलाओ So she also gives you hypnotic powers.
Wow. This is just, I'm just every step, I'm only, I have only one word coming out right now. Wow, at every step of the way.
So we will look at Ma Matangi's picture. And yeah, she can correct sun, like I told you. She is a goddess who shines like the sun. So she can correct sun. She is also for art, creativity, and media and marriage. And now we will look at her picture. This is Matangi. She has the Veena, so she controls her blood pressure. She is actually the form of Saraswati more. Huh? And she has Vedas and the mala in her hand. If you look at the hand, which is
Yes.
lowest on her right side.
Yes.
So,
Right.
and there is also a parrot.
Correct.
So she can either make you इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन और अ पैरट. तुमने शास्त्र से पढ़ लिया और तुम तोते की तरह रट रहे हो. And if you look at the lotus is on her crown and under her feet.
Right.
So the lotus says that her intellect is the most developed chakra, the Sahasrar, the Agya, the Guru Chakra. Hmm? Now we go to the ninth wisdom, the 10th wisdom goddess, which is Ma Kamla. Eighth is Baglamukhi, ninth is Ma Matangi, 10th is Ma Kamla. Ma Kamla is
Guruji,
Cyril.
Guruji, so sorry. Question with this is come, and may I just ask you very quickly?
Yeah, please.
What does the parrot signify?
I just said that the parrot signifies that
Yeah.
either you digest the knowledge. See, there are two types of devotees of Ma. One are chamchas. We have a spoon over here. Spoon. In India, spoons are known as chamchas.
Right.
Spoon. Okay. And other types of are bees, honey bees. So the honey bee can get you honey of Ma. Ma is the immortal nectar, ambrosia. So the honey bee can get you this ambrosia called Ma, but it is also tasting it.
Right.
And the chamcha can also get you, the spoon can also get you the ambrosia from Ma, but the spoon cannot taste it.
Nice.
Right? So a parrot can bring you the knowledge of Ma, but he cannot digest that knowledge. He does not understand what am I saying, but he can read out the whole Veda. Like Mandal Mishra, he had four parrots who could recite the whole Veda. Each parrot one Veda they could recite. So he had four parrots. They could recite the whole Veda, but without knowing the meaning of it.
Right.
Huh? So
Right.
when I do the puja, there are some people who sit with me like honeybees. They can see Ma, they can see her grace, they can receive it. And there are some people who do many mantras, but they are like parrots. They can't digest the knowledge themselves, but they can speak it out. So Ma will give you knowledge either from the cup. You see the cup on the left hand?
Yes.
That is that either this cup can bring it to you, one who has understood Ma can bring Ma to you, and if no, if you are deserving, some idiot who does not understand Ma also will come and give it to you.
Right.
Or you can read it in the books also, and you will understand Ma. So the parrot signifies that somehow Ma will reach you. If you have a wanting in your heart, somehow Ma will reach you.
Correct. There is one or two questions more, but I am just going to. I think we'll just wait
No problem, you can ask the
complete
question.
this. It's a little separate, so it's we can bring it up after this. We're on the 10th as it is right now. So
uh, So 10th is Ma Kamla. She gives you immense wealth and freedom from debts. Debts is karja. She helps you in travel, success, promotion in job, business, money, all money. She is Ma Lakshmi. When you look at a picture, you will know. Business, luxuries, pleasures, and she corrects Moon and Venus as planets. So we'll look at a picture. There she is. inside the water.
Very moon-like serene about her.
Yeah. And like Baglamukhi removes all the cuff, she gives you all the cuff. You become lazy, but still you get a lot of money. When you are worshipping her, you don't need to come to the Tele Summit to be a listener or a speaker. You तुम घर पे सो जाओ, वो आके तुमको पैसा घर पे देके जाएंगे.
Going to tell us right now how that is also possible.
हाँ, ये कुछ भी करो तुम्हारे पास पैसा आएगा ही आएगा. She is Lakshmi. She is the form of Lakshmi. She is the form of Lotus, Kamla. कि तुम कितने भी गरीबी में हो तुम खुद वेल्थ हो, तुम कितने भी कीचड़ में हो तुम कमल हो.
So, translated, it means that no matter how poor you think you are already wealth, and no matter how much dirt you think you're in, you are already wealth. Have I
The
translated,
lotus,
Guruji?
the lotus, you're already
The
the
lotus.
lotus
You're
which is
already the
above the
lotus.
dirt,
Right.
untouched by the dirt.
Untouched by the dirt, correct.
Hmm.
And here we are with all the pictures and Sangeeta J. Shetty. Many thanks to you. Thank you, Guruji, for this. Sangeeta, I wonder if you're on the call. We will check in a quick bit. We'd, I think, love to see you and thank you in person as well. And if you happen to be listening to this replay, well, you know, you know where this is coming from. All of us, everybody on the group is just, they've loved this. And Guruji, thank you for this. This
Thank you.